She needs some milk. Hi everyone and welcome back to my YouTube channel. So today we are going to be doing our third installment of Advice with Ashley. I hope you guys are enjoying this series as much as I am. And as you guys know, in order to be featured, all you have to do is answer the question box that I post once a month on my Instagram. I'll put it right here. Yeah, feel free to DM me and I'll put you in the next segment. Cool. Before we get into it, feel free, you already know what I'm gonna say. Feel free to like and subscribe and put on post notifications so you get notified of every time I upload. Alright? Cool. Now let's get into it. Okay, so our first question is, how do I respond to negativity? Okay, well, I can give you tips. Well, that's obviously why you're here, because it's called Advice with Ashley. You know what? Let me get it together. I'm assuming because you're asking, you have a specific person in mind that's constantly bringing negativity into your life. So if you can, try to distance yourself from them. I know that that's not always the case. I know that's not always possible and typically isn't. So like, for example, if you're living with this person, but if you are living with them, I'd suggest trying to create boundaries. And when I say boundaries, I mean as in like, say you set a boundary about yelling. So then there comes a time when you guys are in an argument. Take that time to be like, hey, I really don't appreciate it when you yell at me. How about we talk about this at a later time when we're both calm and we're not angry? And if that doesn't work, you can always try and come up with a care plan for yourself for when this negativity does strike. So say if this person consistently goes after one of your insecurities, try and maybe create a mantra for yourself. So something like, I am smart, I am capable, I am me, and me is amazing. Something like that. I know I just put that together, but I don't know, something along those lines, or whatever it is that they are attacking you for. So that's my advice on that. I really hope it helps. On to our next question. Our next question is, how to be more confident. I'm pretty sure that I did cover this in the first installment of Advice with Ashley. I have a playlist on the channel for you to go and check that one out, but I'll try and sum it up for you. The key to being more confident, or the key to confidence in general, is just remembering that everyone is a human being. No one is really like better than anyone else. We all put our shoes on one foot at a time. So just keep in mind that you are capable of great things and everyone is capable of great things. And also, I guess the key to confidence would be always striving to be the best that you can be. Because if you're doing that, there's nothing else that you can do, you know? And if you're already doing that, then you're already amazing. So try not to be so hard on yourself. I know that is definitely a lot easier said than done. But yeah, I don't know. Try to be less hard on yourself for me, because I love you. So on to the next question. How do you stay being a bad expletive? I wouldn't really categorize myself as a bad. I don't know, I just feel like I'm incredibly honest and I just make sure to stand up for myself whenever I have to. So I guess that's the secret. You call me. Yeah, that's my secret sauce, I guess, to being a bad. So on to the next question. I'm crying. The baby fever is real. How do I convince myself that I should not have a baby right now? LMAO. Girl! Girl, remind yourself that babies cost money and we're all broke right now. But like in all seriousness, babies are a lifetime commitment. You can't just go and just have one because you feel like it today and be like, nah, this ain't for me tomorrow. Yeah, it's a lifetime commitment. So slow your roll, baby girl. You have a lot of time to get into that, so wait. Like those crosswalk signs you push and it's like, wait. Yeah. Wait. Don't have no babies. Not right now. No. So you're just not gonna say bless you? Rude. Cha. Anyways. Okay, on to the next question. What do you miss about living at home? Okay, well that's a really sweet one, so thanks for asking that. Let me think. I'm kidding. Definitely my mom. I miss her the most. I love you, Mom. Who a very, very close second is not having to pay for my own food. So yeah, I miss my mom and I miss getting free food. Well, free for me. Anyway, on to the next question. How do I make friends in a new city? So, pre-Rona, I'd tell you to go to a party, but since it's not pre-Rona and it's DR, during Rona, please, dear Lord, do not go to a party. I'm begging you. I would suggest joining one of the clubs that are still operating online. And from there, get people's socials, like their Instagrams or Snapchats or whatever. Talk to people, try and connect. And if you're both comfortable and if it's able to be done, you could set up a date and a time to have a nice social distanced lunch and like talk about things and see if you guys are actually compatible as like friends and everything like that. So that is what I would suggest. Okay, so on to our last and final question. Do you have any advice for someone who went through a rough last relationship and is trying to get back out there? How do you get past those fears/mental blocks that might be holding someone back from trying again or just feeling like no one will want to date you? Okay, well, first of all, I'm very sorry that you went through whatever you went through in this relationship. I can tell that it really hurt you. But before I even fully get into answering your question, I do just want to address that you may now feel like no one is going to want to date you, but that's not true. And while I know it's hard to do, try not to let one bad relationship define you. Because that one bad relationship doesn't define who you are as a person or what could happen in the future. And there's also a bunch of people in the world, so you'll definitely find the person for you, I'm sure of it. Now that I've got that out of the way, overall, I would just advise you to spend a while by yourself, and reflect on everything that happened and how it affected you and how it still affects you today and everything like that. And when it comes to the fears and mental blocks that could be stopping you from putting yourself out there again, I would just ask you to try and remember that not everyone is the same, and just because that was an awful experience doesn't mean that this will be an awful experience too. And that by assuming that you could be missing out on one of the best relationships of your life. So yeah, that's what I would say about that. Okay, so that does it for today's video. Thank you so much for sending in your questions and trusting me to give you this advice. Also, thank you for watching. And feel free to like and subscribe and put on post notifications so you get notified of every time I upload. And I will see you all next week. I love you. Bye.